Hi ladies, my name is Emily Gardner and I am so excited to share the details of my virtual wellness studio with you. Over the last year, I've been able to help hundreds of women in their health and fitness, and I have a transformation of my own, and I think that's why it's so big on my heart to help as many women as possible know that they can and that they deserve to feel amazing. And it doesn't have to be torturous. I think that's the biggest misconception that a lot of women feel, that it needs to be tedious and torturous. But no, feeling and living a healthy lifestyle can be so much fun. So I'm going to go ahead and share all the details of my virtual wellness studio with you and all the tools that I use to help you in your journey. Before I get started, I want to share a little bit of my story in case you haven't heard it before. So I'm 30 years old, or going to be 30 years old this year, and I am married to my high school sweetheart, Donnie, for over 7 years now. And 3 years ago, when we were 26 years old, I got pregnant for the first time, and we were so excited. Donnie has had baby fever for years, and I just wasn't ready. I had focused on my career as a nurse practitioner, and I was a little nervous to get started, starting a family. And so once we got started having a family, once we were pregnant, I was super excited. We started bonding with the baby, and we went to our 9-week appointment, and we found out with the ultrasound that the baby wasn't going to survive. And so at that point, we waited, and at the 12-week mark, decided that we needed to go ahead and have the surgery because the baby wasn't coming out on its own. And so we're just kind of going through the actions, and I kind of fell into this numbness at that point. And I was going through the motions and going through the procedures, telling me what the doctor, what I needed to do. And at that point, I was going into the fall months, and after we had the procedure, I kind of fell into a funk, kind of an anxiety depression, and was stopped doing the things that I love to do. I live in Kansas City. Winters are cold, they're gray, they're dark here, and I don't think that helped, but I was in that funk for over a year and a half. I'm so anxious and let it overwhelm me, where I was afraid to even try again. I was not doing the things I wanted to do, and it was limiting my lifestyle. And after a year and a half of going through that, I turned to my husband and I said, I need to make a change for me. I can't live like this anymore. And I don't know if you're anything like me, but I was busy. I was working full time as a nurse practitioner in a really busy walk-in urgent care, working 4 days a week and 1 week in a month, working long hours. Sometimes we wouldn't really even get a lunch. I would have to scarf it down, or we'd have like food reps come in bringing snacks. And so exposure to all these like treats and like so much temptation that was there. And I was like, how am I going to do this? I need something that is going to like make this easy, quick, enjoyable, and efficient for me, because I need to make this work, right? And so the program that changed my world was P90X. So we were coming across New Year's time, and we're like, we're going to make this resolution. And my husband, Donnie, was going to be my accountability partner, because 90 days, I was completely overwhelmed initially by the thought of doing it, because I was like, 90 days? I haven't been doing anything for a year and a half. How am I going to do this? Like, I was in my funk. I gained like 15 to 20 pounds. I didn't feel like myself anymore. A lot of days were really hard for me to even get motivated to, do anything. And we stuck with it for 90 days, and he was my accountability partner. We got up and we pushed play every single day, and I lost the 15 pounds, and I wanted to keep it off, and I gained confidence and drive and energy, and my anxiety was so much better. Now, I still had bad days, but it was life-changing, and it definitely changed my world. And I wanted to keep this going as a lifestyle, to continue on my journey of, becoming better and feeling less anxious and feeling strong and confident again. And so we chose our next program. And so, I think, and I've continued to keep that weight off until now. We're expecting our second little one, and we are 24, almost 25 weeks pregnant. And so I've still been able to maintain my strength and my endurance by continuing to work out every day. And that is the biggest blessing that I feel like that transformation in my life has made for me, to have a healthy pregnancy, feeling strong, and it's definitely changed my world. And so I think the biggest misconception is that we all have to do the same thing, like, the same programs and the same types of workouts. And the thing is, no, you have to enjoy it. Like my husband, Donnie, he loves to run. I do not like to run. It feels like torture to me. I also used to go to the gym, but I also struggled with motivation to get there because unfortunately, I am notoriously late and I work long hours. And so it was really hard for me to get to those classes that I enjoyed doing because I had the accountability. And so if you don't find something you like or you enjoy, you're not going to stick with it. I know I didn't. And so I had to find something that I liked. And so, working out at the gym, if you think, if that's your jam, great. If you needed something convenient and easy and efficient, working out from home like I did, I've got you. If you are a runner and you're wanting some cross training or some agility through the winter months, or just needing to mix it up a little bit but keep your cardio to increase your endurance, I've got you. We don't all need to move the same way to get the same results. And that's what's super exciting, about my virtual wellness studio, that I try to customize that to you. And then, of course, the next thing is nutrition. I really focus on balance, right? I've done the paleo diets in the past. I've done the gluten-free things in the past. And I get it. We all have different preferences. But, I felt like when I was restricted that I wasn't going to stick with it. And then I ended up binging in that, really making any progress in my journey. And so, I've learned and I've mastered how to meal prep, and I'm going to share that with you. And I don't restrict things. We find balance because, it brings not only balance in nutrition, but it brings balance overall. We're going to be sharing recipes that I love, right? Because I love to cook. And some people don't like to cook, but I love to cook, and I'm going to make this easy for you. So if you don't know how to cook or you don't love to cook, we've got taco salads, we've got fajitas, we've got lettuce wraps, we've got a healthy pizza. And that balance, yes, I love chips. I love salty. I have a huge craving for those things. And I know a lot of my, girls in my groups in my support studio, they crave sweets. Yes, and we get to have those treats. We can have a treat meal. We can have a treat day. I know when I'm traveling, I allow myself to have an extra treat or two because that's what life's about. That's what balance is all about. And the thing is, I am dairy free. You may not be dairy free. You may have other food preferences that you don't like fish or seafood or, other foods and vegetables, but we customize it and it's totally up to you. And so the other thing too is that I struggled with was timing. Oh, it's not a good time right now. I'm super busy, or, I've got a lot of things going on in my personal life, and, struggling with the anxiety and depression that I was going through with the miscarriage. But what I realized is that it's never a good time. And I had to reach that point where I'm like, the proper time is now. I have to put myself first because it's never going to be a good time. And I'm here to tell you that, one, yes, you can. And two, that it's going to be fun. It doesn't have to suck, right? If it's into a busy lifestyle, wherever you're at in your health journey, if you want to lose weight, if you want to feel toned, feel strong, that's where I was. Yeah, I didn't have a huge weight loss story, but I wanted to feel strong again. I needed the energy again. I needed to feel confident again. I needed to refocus on my nutrition, and I struggled with having the support group that I needed and staying motivated in my journey. And, I needed that solid support group. And that's what you're going to get from my virtual wellness studio. You're going to get the fitness, you're going to get the customized nutrition, and you're going to get the support. And you're going to gain access to the coolest thing ever created, which is BOD, or Beachbody On Demand, right? And so we're all in, the 21st century. We love to stream things. We love Netflix, we love Hulu, we love Amazon Prime. We love streaming convenience, right? And so the nice thing is you can use your laptop, you can use your iPhone, you can use your cell phone, you can use your tablet, or you can use your smart TV. And, you will have access to every program we've ever created, right? So that includes P90X and P90X3, Insanity, Pio. There's also TurboFire, Hammer and Chisel, T25, Quarterforce. You will not get bored. You have access to thousands of workouts that you can travel with. You're not going to get bored. You're never going to plateau. And the nice thing is, if you want to go to the gym, if you're a gym person, awesome. You can take it on your cell phone, plug in your earphones, and you will have access to the best trainers in the world. I do it from my living room on the daily, but when I'm traveling, I use it from my cell phone, which really makes it convenient for me to stay on journey. And it really makes, things really super easy. And then the next part of the virtual wellness studio is nutrition. You know, the one thing I've learned is you cannot outwork a bad diet. No matter, I love food, right? Who doesn't, right? And so I was struggling with balance and I was having overindulgences, and not getting the results I wanted. And, I don't care how skinny you are, but if you don't feel healthy and if you don't have energy and if you don't feel good in your own skin, it's all or nothing, right? And so what you get in my virtual wellness studio is a customized meal plan, because we're all different. We all have different preferences, like we talked about. We all have different calorie intake needs, like if you're breastfeeding or pregnant. We all are on our own journey. And so what I do is I customize that for you. And I get questions all the time. How much do I eat and what do I eat? And this just makes it super easy for you. And like I said, we don't all eat the same thing. So like for me, again, I'm dairy free. I don't eliminate dairy in a lot of my meal plans for my customers. What I end up doing is I find out what their preferences are and we tweak it. And that's the nice thing about my virtual wellness studio. Not only do you get the grocery list with the customized meal plan, we talk about meal prep and mastering that. And I share some of my favorite recipes because I love flavor. I like healthy food, but I don't want to eat chicken and spinach and broccoli every single day. Like, I want to have things that taste good, right? And then the support group, which is the most important. This is where most of us fall off our journey. I know I struggle with motivation, showing up on the daily, because I did not have that support group before I started my journey, and I would kind of what I call myself a yo-yo exerciser. I would get results and then I'd stop, and then when I really fell into my dark spot, like, I needed that support group to kind of keep me accountable, and my husband. And so the nice thing about the virtual wellness studio is that we track daily. We track our workouts and we track our nutrition every day. I post tips daily to support you, and we pump each other up. It's such an amazing place for women to lift each other up, and we're all on the same journey with health and wellness overall. And the nice thing is we have a formal check-in every week, and we keep each other accountable. But the thing is if you ever at any point within the group have questions, you have access to me at any time. Or if you wanted to reach out to me and message me or email me about a small success for the week or for the day, I love to hear from you. But I check into these daily, right? And with your application, like, that that you've submitted to me, like, I'm gonna know, what your struggles are, either nutrition or fitness or motivation, like what your preferences are for your workout, and be able to customize this entire process for your success, right? And then lastly, Shakeology. I don't know if you haven't tried it before, but if you haven't, you're missing out. Like, this is the one thing that it was a game changer for me. And, I was really into just whole-based foods before. Like, I hadn't really ever done a nutritional supplement before, but I had tried others, like, as I was starting my journey, and I wasn't getting the success I was wanting. And so, Shakeology, it is not a weight loss shake. It is not a protein shake. It is a nutritional supplement. It has over 70 vitamins in the shake. And the nice thing is, like, okay, so for food-based, I love organic and healthy foods, but the thing is, a lot of it is still lacking nutrients. And so this is something where I have, whole foods from organic sources to be able to nourish my body and give it the natural energy that I need even throughout this pregnancy. And the biggest thing for me too is it also helps with cravings. So, like, yes, I love salty, crunchy snacks, but I also crave sweets too. And I know a lot of the women in my group crave sweets too, and it really helps with those cravings. And the biggest thing is we're not going to be eliminating everything. I've got recipes. I've got a cake in a cup recipe with the Shakeology. I've got no-bake cookie recipes. And it's one of those things where, like, you're still able to have those treats but continue on your journey and reach your goals and reach that success. And all of this, I'm able to help my clients with a chunk of 12 months, to commit to themselves, to really, take a focus on their health and wellness. Because like I said, there's no right time. But now is the proper time, because there is no good time. And the thing is, yeah, I could help you stay accountable for a week. I could help you for a month. But I stick with these women and you for a full year. And that's when you're really going to see, look back and see how this changed your life, just like it changed my life. And with all of this, you're going to get access to the 12 months of the Beachbody On Demand and the streaming. For 12 months, you get access to me as your personal fitness coach and to the support group. On top of that, you get the nutrition, customized meal plans that we will change and progress as you progress within your journey for the year. And then you get the 30 days to try Shakeology for 30 days. And, if you don't want to drink it forever, that's fine, but you might, and it may change your life just like it's changed mine. And so for the month of April, I want to tell you about the flash sale that we're having. So usually to work with me for the full year with the streaming, the one-time deal is $199 to have the Beachbody On Demand streaming, the access to me and the support group for the full year, plus the 30 days of Shakeology. But for the month of April, my flash sale that I'm going to provide to you is $160 because I want to help you reach your goals for spring and summer. And, I only work with 10 women a month because I can't work with everybody, but I have 10 spots available each month so that I can really help reach them and customize their plan and to reach their goals and success throughout the year. And so if you want one of these spots, please don't wait. Reach out to me sooner than later. Email me so that we, if you have any questions, so that we can get you connected. And I look forward to hearing from you.